Oh, is this going to be another emotional moment?
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
The song riseth to a crescendo.
Plus, okay, another example of bad storytelling is inserting this dude into these moments. Because he comes in, he makes a snarky... Okay, I guess he's a lot like me. He comes in, makes a snarky comment, and then leaves. No, I make a snarky comment and stay. Dragons. Or... yeah.
Is that what I think it is?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
We have received grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
Okay. Wait, wouldn't Ida have one of those, like, Bluetooth things as well? Alright, Alfie, what's up?
My apologies for the interruption. I was deeply saddened to learn of Moonbreeder's passing. Her loss will be sorely felt.
I hate Alfie, by the way.
Alas, recent developments in Ishgard leave us little time to mourn. The envoy from Kurthus, I don't remember, will soon arrive, and we must hasten to hear her report.
Alright. Let's hasten to hear. Bum ba-dum bum. Okay, Alfie. Defenders for Ishgard. I got about a half hour left.
The envoy is here.
And who's our envoy? Envoy. Oh, it's her. Cool.
I thank you for receiving me at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I would forgo the usual pleasantries if I may. Certainly. You come with news of the Dravanians? Aye. The dragons have begun their attack in earnest. The first wave reached the Central Highlands a short while ago, and battle was joined soon thereafter. Sir Amaric himself sallied forth with a contingent of temple knights and several companies of the noble house's finest. Though the beasts were ultimately forced into retreat, our victory, if such it may be called, came at the cost of many of our own. Too many. We will not withstand a second wave should the Dravanians renew their assault. You paint a grim picture, my lady. Is it reinforcements you seek, then? We do. Though it pricks our pride, it is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks thus thinned by the Horde. Sir Amaric would meet with you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid. Very well. I shall depart for Kurthus at once. I must warn you, however, that the involvement of the Crystal Braves is by no means assured. Our commitment to quelling the unrest in Uldar must take... Sorry, every time I say Uldar must take precedence. It is with such contingencies in mind that I must make another request. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three of the grand companies of Eorzea. Would you consent to plead our case to their leaders? Though I will gladly appeal to the grand companies on your behalf, I dare not promise a favorable reply. You need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Eorzean Alliance, I can well imagine how our plea will be received. But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must I must first not die. We must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well. I shall send envoys to each of the allied nations and have them present your request directly to the heads of the grand companies. In the event that your plea does not receive a favorable answer, know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. That is only to be expected. Rest assured that I speak with Sir Amaric's authority in this matter, and that our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to my final request, a personal appeal to you, Warrior of Light. The Lord Commander much desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellow's involvement. You faced Midgard-Zollmer and survived. Anything you can share of your experience may yield us an advantage over our foe. Sonanda. Thank you. You wear the mantle of hero well. 'Twould seem the road leads us back both to Camp Dragonhead. Seek me out when you arrive, Hippolyta.
Elfino, Leveilleur. Elfino, Leveilleur. Commander Leveilleur. Quest accepted. Much loading. And then there was much loading. Oh, here we go. There it is, boys and girls. Ishgard. Oh, there's our girl. Nice. Lady Iceheart. By the way, I really like Lady Iceheart. Much better character than a lot of
The
them.
sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken. Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
Indeed. She is a little psycho. But I like that in a woman. Doom. Doom.
It seems I was the swifter, Hippolyta. You too, however, have arrived with time to spare, for our host has yet to make an appearance. The murmurings about camp tell of some manner of trouble at the gates of judgment. In the Lord Commander's absence, I suggest we visit the place and find out what is afoot.
That sounds like a bad idea. But, you know, a quest is a quest. So where do we gotta go? Oh, we gotta go over there. Okay. What are y'all up to? Alright, bothered Bowman. Isn't that like the I'm near an instance music?
The gates of judgment are much more than mere doors. They are the outermost layer of Ishgard's magical wards. If our first line of defense can be so easily shattered.
Yeah? You're gonna finish that sentence? Okay. Tenterhooked. Temple Knight.
When I laid eyes upon Lady Iceheart, I felt the marrow freeze within my bones.
Yeah, because she's awesome. 'Cause she's great. That's what happens when you're in the presence of a totally awesome, great person. Dyspeptic Dragoon. That's great.
Heretic scum! How dare they meddle with our divine protections! I shall rid our nation of their blasphemy, even if it means cutting them down one by one.
Well, excuse me.
We need not fret over much. There are yet several layers of arcane protection that shield the city from invasion. Mother will be fine.
No, Mother's gonna die. Dragon's gonna get you. Dragon's gonna get you. He's gonna get you. Sorry. I'm in a little country there. I apologize. Oh, Alfie.
'Twould seem the heretic struck first. and struck the first and most telling blow against Ishgard. Science! We expected you at Camp Dragonhead. Yeah, what the fuck are you doing out here? My apologies. We chanced to hear that there had been trouble at the gates, and thought it prudent to investigate the cause. Then you have learned of the heretic's treachery. Lady Iceheart led a force of her followers against our defenders, and came close enough to dispel the first of our wards. But let us speak more of this back at the camp. Sir Amaric awaits you. Yeah, because we were supposed to wait there. But Alfie had to go talk to a dyspeptic dragoon and a tenter-hooked temple knight. House Fortum's guard.
Greetings, madam. Shall I show you inside?
See, now these are the kinds of characters that I could do, like, really great voices for, because, like, they don't have to have, like, I don't know. I don't know. I think I would be better. No explanation. I just would be better at them. It's like soldier, like, interior guard number 5. I don't remember what this guy's voice was like, so I'm going to make it up as I go along. I thank you for coming with such haste, and apologize for my absence. Suffice it to say, Lady Iceheart and her heretics have much to answer for. Yes, we are but recently returned from the Gates of Judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, Master Alphino, I think it more important than ever that this meeting take place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post on Ishgard's walls the moment our business is concluded. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to a close friend and stalwart ally. Estigna. Estigna. Oh wait, isn't that Oshafon? Orshfon? Okay. It's kinky. Oh, nice. He has a big, pointy, shiny stick. May I present to you Ishgard's Azure Dragoon? An impressive title, though I confess I know precious little of the Order of Dragoons. Dragoons. They are formidable warriors all, yet even among such masters of the lance, Estinian, whatever, is without equal. He, out of all the warriors of Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of dragons, and may thus contend with any Dravanian.
You flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander.
So, you are the adventurer of whom they spoke. I see now why my blood fair sang in anticipation of our meeting. Well, now that we have all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I would share with you what we have learned of Iceheart's design, as confessed by the heretics taken captive after the assault on the gates. 'Twould seem that Lady Iceheart and the Dravanian share a common goal, the reclamation of Nidhogg's stolen eye. Nidhogg? Nidhogg, one of the 7 great worms. His name features prominently in your nation's history. Though once defeated by the hero Haldreth, the beast is said to have terrorized Kurthus since Ishgard's founding. Aye, many are the scars our walls bear from Nidhogg's relentless efforts to raise the city. The trophy Haldreth plucked from the bested worm's skull, known simply as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard, and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nidhogg, the dread creature would be restored to the height of his strength, and then no wall or ward we could erect would be stout enough to deny him.
My vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depths of his rancor.
The Eye itself secreted. I almost said secreted. Secreted deep within the vault. It is kept under heavy guard, surrounded at all times by men and women who have proven their loyalty to the Holy See. But though stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage the heretics, the dragons are another matter. There are individuals within the Dravanian horde whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel, to say nothing of Nidhogg himself. Nor does an age rob them of their strength. Through the endless march of years, the dragons endure, patient, calculating, inexorable. You must understand, these creatures do not share our perception of time. And that is especially true of the great worms, they who spend centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaign as if mere hours had passed. It has been 20 years since Nidhogg last darkened our skies, 20 years for him to gather his strength and for us to bolster our defenses. And now, just as he seems primed to return, the heretics strike at the gates. You believe that Lady Iceheart is in league with the creature, then? Of that, we cannot be certain. Though we know the heretics covet the eye, we have been unable to determine their plans for it. Such questions aside, we must needs address the ragged hole their mistress has seen fit to rend in Ishgard's protections. 'Tis a weakness the Dravanians are not like to leave untested. So it would seem. You have described your plan in admirable detail, Lord Commander, and I cannot help but wonder at your candor. Why share such sensitive information with us? I shall speak plain. Ishgard has need of allies, and I would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. This much I expected. Unlike our arrangement concerning the Keeper of the Lake, however, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fail to see why we should intervene in a conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Dravania. When the Eorzean Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon, you refused us. Does it not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? Alfie's I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what would follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the horde would have little cause to linger, and most would return to their lairs in Dravania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Carthus would be buried in snow, and the land would become the sole province of beasts and beastmen. Until the Garleans' arrival, that is, for you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Carthus. They would not even have to draw steel. He makes a good point. An imperial province sharing a border with Mordona. 7 hells. Very well. We will assist you in repelling the dragons. The roar of a great worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Eorzea will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming horde alone. Nor did I ever think you would. Now, upon the matter of the roar, allow me, Sir Emmerich. Through the power of the eye, I have become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His essence has stolen into my very blood. Fear not. I am in full control of my faculties, I assure you. And the eye itself is of no relevance to this tale. It is not essential that I bear it with me wheresoever I go. Okay. Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nidhogg's voice. Then the worm who roared was Nidhogg. Aye. He means to hurl his horde against Danafin's collar and shatter the remaining wards that protect the city. There can be no doubt. The worm has summoned his minions to war. That's not good. That's bad. That is a bad. All right. All right, Alfie. Wait, I can't climb on the table? That sucks. Okay. Though the circumstances are far from ideal, this desperate endeavor will at least provide us an opportunity to bring the sister states of Eorzea together in common cause. Sir Emmerich was more ruthless in his negotiations than I had anticipated. I suppose one must give no quarter when one's home is at stake. Now, he wasn't... Okay, so let's be clear. He wasn't ruthless in the negotiations. He was trying to deal with the fact that Alfie was being a dick. And basically had to threaten Alfie because Alfie refused to do the right thing. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. But did you see the look on his face when he formally requested our assistance? The Lord Commander has long campaigned for Ishgard to open its gates to outsiders. I suspect this softening of the Holy See's attitude towards foreign cooperation comes as something of a bittersweet victory. The days ahead promise to be interesting indeed.